We are all connected in consciousness. There are times that you have a thought about somebody, and a few minutes later that person will call you or send you a message. It's almost as if that person thought of you at the same time. There are times that you close your eyes and you send healing energy, and that person gets better. There are times when you can't deal with a situation and you think of your dad who's passed and you say, you got to show me the way. And magically the paper you were looking for is at the bottom of the drawer, where you looked 10 times before. These are the miracles that happen in daily life that we're not aware of and we don't recognize as such, because we are still caught up with the schizophrenic brain. Right? I said we're all schizophrenic. Remember, I said that we've all got this person talking to us. Yeah, we do. And we're so busy listening to that we don't recognize that which will just make us happy. The very first thing that you need in order to be happy is to commit to a happiness decision. Yesterday my talk was on commitment. At some point I'll put it on YouTube. But the biggest commitment that you need to make is to being happy for no reason, because happiness is your birthright. If you just bring a smile to your face, and I challenge all of you to just bring a smile to your face now. How does that make you feel? Even if there's no joke to crack, nothing to laugh about, bringing a smile on your face changes your energy. There was a time when a family member went through a very deep depression and was on medication. And an Art of Living teacher came and made that person laugh at herself in the mirror. It was stupid. The laugh didn't even reach the lips. But after a period of time of doing this, it made a difference in the energy. If you decide that your happiness is in a person, is in a patient, is in a husband, is in a spouse, is in a car, is in your health, is in the president of this country, you've given away your power. You have gifted away the only thing you need to keep. If you have to gift something away, gift away your guilt, your anger, your aversions, your cravings, your hatred. Gift those things away. But happiness you keep. So in spite of someone coming home every day from work and saying, oh my God, this is happening, you've put up that reflector that I told you about, Swati. The reflector is your biggest weapon. It comes when you've really taken on that commitment to be happy. What is a reflector? A reflector is an invisible plastic shield that comes up, the power is in your hand, the button gets switched on. And as that person is venting, as that person is being negative, as that person is abusing, it bounces off. And that person doesn't know that you're not listening or that you're not letting it affect you, because you've got a smile on your face. You've got a smile on your face through it all. Try getting into a fight with a person and then smile back. You're not going to last very long. It is difficult to do because we want that last word. We want to convince the other person that they must think differently, that they must have a different level of responsibility and commitment. And we can't. We can't. Commitment is something, whether it's commitment to a job, to a marriage, to a relationship, to a value. It is your own. You cannot tell someone else that you must commit this much to something. They will commit if they're passionate about it. If there is a job that you don't love, if there is a spouse that is abusing you, if there is something in your life that is doing nothing good for you, and don't hold me responsible, but you have a choice to walk away. The choice is yours. If you stay, then accept what your situation is. Or leave it. I've done one of my talks is about complaints and complainers. And the categories of complainers, I talked to you guys about this a long time ago. There are those that will complain. There are those that will make you miserable. And you're plugged into them. Yeah. So, you need to do two things. Pull that plug out and put up that reflector. Two things. It cannot affect you. You have to be centered. You have to be happy. You begin with a happiness decision, but you meditate each day. And as you build on your meditation, as you do the 40-day blood cycle that I keep talking about, every 40 days, every 6 weeks, your blood renews itself. So the new blood absorbs the vibrations and the relaxation of the meditation. All the toxins that are released through your breathing and meditation get washed out. The changes come gradually. You don't get that smile on your face by magic, but it does come. It does come. I mean, this was a very volatile household 10 years ago. Largely because I was out of control. I lost my temper and shouted at everything. And there are times that I can't believe I am me. I still get the urge to shout, but it goes away after a minute. And maybe after I've said the first thing, I say, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then I get into that breathing, that feeling of peace. Sit quietly with your back erect, close your eyes, and you're at peace with the world. Let anybody say anything they want. Let anybody do anything they want. I am not going to give away my happiness. I am not. It is mine. It is mine. I can be happy even with a crippling illness. I can be happy with no money coming in. All the things that happen in my life do not constitute my life. They do not constitute me. They are my life situations. A job, a good job, a bad job, a good spouse, a bad spouse, a bad day, a good day. These things happen. They come, they go. Everything changes. Everything changes. Nothing remains forever. If we knew exactly when that change was going to come, then the excitement of life would go, right? You wouldn't have an ounce of faith. And you need faith. You need faith. That's why you don't know. You have faith that it's going to happen, But when the universe decides to provide it for you, is a mystery. But the universe does provide, if you want it badly enough. Whatever it is you talk about, or what obsesses in your mind, or what goes on like a broken record, is what persists in your life. So if you keep talking about a job you hate, you will get situations in which you will have to talk about the job you hate. Simple as that. Simple as that. Whatever it is that obsesses in your mind manifests in your life. You keep saying, I don't have a good job, I don't have the money, I don't have a spouse, I don't have a good child, I don't have a retirement income. That's what manifests in your life. It starts with being happy. It starts with feeling abundance. It starts with being grateful. It starts with acceptance. It starts with feeling everything is yours. The whole world is there for you. You just need to get that smile on your face. Automatically, your perspective changes. You keep coming here. I'm telling you, the ones that are coming for 6 months, understand a lot more of what I'm saying. Initially, I'm sure when I talk like this, it was like, this is ridiculous. I can't do this. It's impossible. It's never going to work. Right? They were a little skeptical. Yeah, this is this is maybe for her. It's not going to work in my life. She doesn't have my problems. You're not allowing it to happen. It's like that person who says, I can't meditate. Nobody can't meditate. They just won't meditate. That's it. Everybody can. And I keep stressing this. Meditation, knowledge go side by side. You can't have just knowledge, watch videos, read books, and think that you're enlightened. Because that knowledge has not come into your life. It has not entered your cells. It has not become part of who you are. But you meditate and something opens up. And then this knowledge seeps in. And the things that I say, happiness is your birthright, you must have abundance, accept the present situation, a mistake is a mistake, don't blame, you don't need to blame anyone for anything, forget the past, die to the past. I'm sure your parents have told you this, your friends have told you this, so many people have told you this, but you don't practice it. Why? Because they're just words. They're just words and sounds. They have not been understood experientially. You have not applied it to your life situation. So, my goal is to make $2,000 a year. I'm making $200 just now. I don't care. I have everything that I need. I wake up every morning thinking, today's the day that everything's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. And I go about whatever I have to do. I've never thought about money. I've never felt that I've had no money, although I don't. But there's no lack. I eat well. I have a nice car, beautiful house. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. Take a peek at all that's happening in the projects. Take a peek at their lives, at the misery that's around. You have nothing going on in your life. And because you have nothing, you take that little something and say, oh, this is my problem. I need to focus on this problem. This is huge. She's not talking to me. She called me fat in front of everybody. Think of all the things that we worry about. There are those that don't have food to eat. There are those that, our parents are drug addicts, they eat TV dinners, they children of prostitutes. There's a lot of stuff going on out there. A lot of people you can look at and just wonder how they even cope with life. Nothing is on in your life. You are fine. You just have to proclaim that you're happy. Because you have just given that power away. You gave it away to your car, to Armani, to Kate Spade, to all the other things in your life. The house, the job. Job's just a job. What nourishes you are the other things in life. You just have to go through what you have to do between 9 and 5. If you can't change it. And then enjoy yourself from 5 to 9. If you can change it, change it. But if you keep obsessing about it and talking about it, that is what will manifest in your life. Go out and buy a new car as if you have everything in the world. Go out and help others. Give away your wealth. Give away what you have. More will come your way. No matter how much Bill Gates tries to give away, he makes more and more money. Look at the kind of money he makes. Consciousness is a very funny thing. When you bring it close and you think, I, me, myself, my problem, my little thing, my life, my children, the problems become overwhelming. Your mind is going 150 miles an hour. Your life becomes one of suffering. Expand your consciousness to include the world and say, what can I do for you? How can I make you happy? In what way can I spread the love? The problem disappears. An analogy I've given in my book is that there's a bee in a flower and you've got a camera focused on it and it looks this big. It covers the entire screen and that bee is buzzing. But then you pull back, you pan out and you see flowers, you see grass, you see trees, you see sky. The bee is still there, but you don't see it. You don't see it. It's all a matter of your perspective. You can make it as narrow or as expansive as you want. Consciousness needs to be expanded. And as you expand your consciousness and you keep giving to others, you receive. You receive beyond anything you can dream of. And it need not be in cash. It need not be in kind. You receive in different ways because you are not just a financial person, you're a social person, you're a cultural person, you're a spiritual person. There's so many facets to your personality. And don't think that I'm running this class free. Each one of you will have to pay me. And you will pay in different ways. Small or big. Might be by starting a class like this somewhere else, spreading the love. Everyone gives back because you learn how to do that. We like to receive, but we don't like to give. But when you expand your consciousness, when you expand, open out your heart center, that beauty is just unbelievable. It's like pulling out from this beautiful panorama, in front of you that you didn't have a chance to see because you just are focused on that little thing. So to change your energy, you do many things. But it all begins by declaring you will be happy. Shouting it from the rooftops, saying it out loud, reading it again and again. It's on my website. I can never repeat it exactly in the same way. For some strange reason, I say it differently each time. But this is what it is. Happiness is my birthright. I will be happy today and every day. And I will not let any person, any event, any situation to rob me of that birthright. Do that, commit to that, and watch your life unfold. Effortless. Everything will be effortless.